computer. Yes. Yes. So today and probably through the endish of this semester, like going into May, we'll be going through checklist items that you all need to be getting done and getting like the documents and just things that you need to do in order to become an official student of X college or X university that you are um, headed to or trying to attend. And then after that, we'll be talking about more, I'm not going to say fun topics, but topics about just what it means to be a college student. So, like the differences between college and high school, how to communicate with your instructors, how to utilize resources on campus. What are those resources on campus? Different terms. And so today it's going to be more so, again, like us going through this checklist of things that y'all need to get done or should be getting done this month, in between this month and next month. And after that, you're supposed to be like ready to go. Um, so I'm going to share my screen. Of course, I'm sure y'all hear that so much in your lifetime or in this last year of life. But hopefully for the fall, y'all won't have to hear that, right? Yeah, I feel like a lot of schools are going to be fully in person. But I don't even have to share my screen for the first activity. So for the first activity, to break the ice, to get us, warmed up with each other, because I'm seeing a bunch of familiar names, and I know that there will be a continuation throughout now and I don't know, the rest of your lives, or at least until you graduate. Oh, wait, Joy, let Joy back in. So for this icebreaker, and y'all can get creative and figure out however you want to do it. I know everybody's camera is off, so y'all could just figure out. So I'm pretty sure y'all have played this game before together in person, but it's when you get in a line in order from like whose birthday comes first, and the last person in line is whose birthday comes last. And so the virtual Zoom version of this game is you can't, of course, talk to each other, and you also can't type. But you're supposed to all come together and however you all choose to communicate on or off camera without talking or without using the chat box, put yourselves in order of when your birthday is. And so we don't have, I mean, y'all can either type out the final list because you can't talk like with names or initials, or if y'all are on camera, just be like, all right, I go first, I go second, I go third. And so that's the activity. It's quick, it's easy. I would love your participation. If for some reason you're like, absolutely not, then that's your choice. But yeah, so that's how we're gonna get things started today. And I can play or y'all can leave me out, whatever y'all want. So I'm gonna be quiet and whoever wants to get this going, y'all can arise as the leader.
So the objective of the game is to see who birthday come first and who birthday come last, without talking, typing, and
Yeah. So to get in order. So Brooke's birthday might be in April. Jemi's birthday might be in January. Trinity in December. So figuring out when your birthdays are, we can just do birth month and put yourselves in order. So it's only 1, 2, 3, 6 of y'all. So it shouldn't be that hard. Hey, Ethan. So it shouldn't be that hard. But he's ready. I thought he was saying like, peace, what's up?
No, no. I'm ready.
They're gonna leave you hanging. Y'all gonna leave him hanging. This number 2.
all right. Oh, all right. So, we can't. I would say I'm a Capricorn, so I mean that would give off for just.
You can't say it though.
Yeah, I'm a Capricorn, so I guess I can just start it off like that.
You can't talk, James. That's why they're holding up.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I should have been okay. I guess I'm 3.
Okay. All right, I guess the other 2. So from this order. All right. Oh, we got somebody else. So somebody take the lead and I guess type in the chat the order in which y'all should go. Y'all are so funny. Like, I love it though. Oh, to be a student again. It looks like Jayla's taking the lead and typing.
Wait, I'm confused. Can I just, we can't talk.
But y'all can communicate in other ways, creative ways.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
Okay, quick question. So we can't type in the chat, we can't talk, and we can just only hold up our hands, right?
Yeah, basically. And or you know, if you're a good, you know, you can mouth things.
Okay, could we say numbers? No, we can't say numbers, can we?
Share the link with Sarah.
Are you good?
My mantra was, you have the strength to be vulnerable. I never let anybody in. I was never vulnerable at all. So for you to be a vulnerable person and people attacking that, yeah, that's the one thing that my sister.
All right, are we getting somewhere? Think so. See some January, maybe some February. Think I saw March. Okay, and then I saw April. Oh, see somebody new. Good morning, Brooke.
And I got this bonnet on, so y'all just
You
act like I
are
don't have it.
okay. You are fine. Okay, Jayla, you got everybody down. Oh, a 9 September. I think the fall birthdays are the best. Sorry, winter people and summer people. Fall birthdays are the best. Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Mhm. Yeah. I agree. Oh, we got another fall birthday, another September. See, told you we reign supreme. I think Jayla almost got it. Do y'all know each other? No? Does anybody go to the same school? It's so wild. What'd you say? I can't hear you, Jayla.
I said I don't have anything yet.
You don't
I don't know
have-
what to write down.
Okay. I think we got it. So I saw January is James. February, we got even, right? That was 2, right? And then March is Trinity. Then I think I had an April. I had a 4. Was that
Wrong.
Jemiah? Wait,
It's
I'm wrong. Trinity. Oh, see, look.
My birthday December. That's why I was like 12.
Oh, so he had 2 different hands. Oops, right?
Yeah, that's why I was. Yeah.
See, and that's where y'all supposed to come together and figure out all the little nuances. But I had, okay, so scratch Trinity. I gotta delete that. But next was April. Was that Jemiah?
No, I'm just holding up the wrong number. My birthday's in June.
Why are you trying to mess with us? Oh my gosh. Okay. See, now I'm messed up now. You know what? We tried, okay, and we'll do it again. We're gonna table this and do this again at another time. Jealous, when's your birthday?
July.
July. So we got June, July, February, January, and then who is this iPhone at the bottom? Who is that?
Alyssa.
Hello, Alyssa. When's your birthday? You had a 9 September. So Brooke and Alyssa is in September. And then Trinity's in December. My birthday's in October. So that's why I like fall birthdays. Okay, cool. That was very cringy. If y'all want to turn y'all's cameras off, y'all can. But you know, y'all, I can see you already. Look, we are folks are like, bye. Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna share my screen. Like I said, you probably hear that 1,000 times a day, but school is almost over. Y'all are about to graduate and be high school graduates out in this world. It's not a lot that's super exciting about it, but college is exciting at least. Adulting, not so much. All right. Sorry, bear with me. My computer is like, I like you sometimes, but I don't. But like I said, we are today going through basically a checklist of things that you should be getting done. So first, okay, here's a little cute introductory. As soon as my computer, okay, there we go. I'm gonna need to see that. So yes, welcome back to session 2 of College 101. So today, a recap from last week, talk about where y'all at now, important documents and what you should be doing right now. That's what we're really going to focus on today, and then do Q&A and reminders. So first, to get us started, so how many or who hasn't logged into their portal yet? Or a portal, if you haven't decided where it is that you are going. Has everybody kind of logged in and saw like the student checklist? And y'all can use the chat to talk, or you can unmute yourselves. It doesn't matter, whichever one you feel most comfortable doing. But yeah, I'm just trying to get a pulse of how many you have. Okay. Brooke, and then
Yeah, I logged into mine.
okay, cool. And what did y'all see? Did y'all see a bunch of stuff that y'all gotta get done? Did y'all like, was there nothing on there? What would y'all see?
A bunch of
for a
stuff like
checklist?
student orientation and all that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's in like student, it's in like different sections, but
Mhm.
what I mainly focus on is basically getting my transcript in for my final high school year. That's what it says.
Yes.
And I do, and by the way, I do have a baby on me. So if you hear crying, that's my vibe.
It is okay. I love babies. I'm having a baby in August, so I love babies.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks, y'all. But I'm gonna still be here on y'all backs, making sure y'all get this your grades and stuff right. So yes, checking in. You probably see a lot of stuff that you got to do. Some missing stuff, some new stuff that you've never even heard of before that you got to turn in, and probably orientation, because there's just a list of things that new students have to do before they're officially onboarded into the university. So you've gotten your acceptance. You're like, yep, I'm going. Or you might be like, no, I'm still shopping around. I'm still waiting. But it's always a good idea to go in and get these checklist items done, because just because you submit them doesn't necessarily mean that you're bound and glued to attend the institution. Although I do think, and we'll get into this a little bit later, I do think it is about that time for students to decide, okay, where do I want to go? Like, where do I want to go? So I'm glad that y'all have logged into that, because that was also something that was on our to-do list from last week. So my computer is going so slow. But yeah, like I was saying before, so the first steps that pretty much is universal to all schools. Your first steps, you apply, you get accepted. You need to click on everything. So y'all have logged into these portals. That's your information. That's your stuff. There's nothing that you can mess up. Like literally there isn't anything that you can mess up. Now you can't go in there and click, yes, give me $5,000 in a student loan. You might be like, no, I don't want that. But there's literally nothing that you can mess up. in that. So click on everything, even on your school's general websites, click on everything. And we'll get into that a little bit later on about how to just find stuff that's already out there for you. So log into the student portal, which you did. And today we're going to talk about what the verification of a lawful presence is, your immunization records, and check/sign up for orientation. So those are the general first steps that all students should be taking care of and doing. And so, like I said, there are some students that are probably out here like, I've been accepted, but I haven't decided where I'm going yet. We have a great video that is on our College Aim YouTube channel. You just go to YouTube, search College Aim Atlanta, which you could see a lot of YouTube videos. So last year, College Aim was all virtual. And so they pre-recorded videos and uploaded those videos onto YouTube. And so you can go in there and watch those. But then there was this video that was just uploaded this past fall from, I think this was during a conference that we hosted online that was virtual. But it was talking about College Match and College Fit. And you've probably already talked about this with Mr. A and Dr. Sheffield. But it's really, I think, time for us to move forward towards a decision. Who's out there, who's completely decided, like, I am going to Georgia State, or I am going to Brandeis, or I don't know where you're going.
Mhm.
Who's me? Alyssa?
Trinity.
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 Cool. Where are you going, Trinity?
I'm going to Georgia Perimeter first, and then I'm just going to transfer to Georgia State Atlanta campus after that.
Yes. GSU all the way through. I just made that up. I'm sorry. Who else has decided for sure where they're going? Okay. So if you haven't, that's something that I need you to start thinking about and leaning towards the decision towards the end of this month, because what you're going to run into are a couple of things. You're going to end up getting the last orientation date, which orientation is fun. It's very fun. That's where I used to work, on the orientation side of things. I call them the welcome committee, but you're going to get the last of everything, the last orientation. And if you get the last orientation, that means you're registering for the last amount of classes. And so granted, you're a first year student, so you're going to be registering last anyway. But then you get the leftovers of what comes after the first year students. And if you didn't know, the first year class at pretty much all institutions is the largest class that is on campus. So freshmen, it's more freshmen on campus than anybody in anything. And so go ahead and make that decision, because you want to go ahead and make sure you do that. Also, if you're choosing to stay on campus, like we just saw with the COVID era, well, I don't know if y'all were kind of in the loop of things that were going on college campuses, but housing was very slim last couple semesters due to COVID and needing to social distance and not being able to have a lot of students in the room. And then some students just choosing to stay home. But if you're choosing to stay on campus, those housing applications, if they haven't already opened, will be opening either at the end of this month or the beginning of next month. And you want to get your top preference for housing. And I say that all students, if you are able to stay on campus, I think that is the best idea for all college students, if it's possible for you to do that, because it's what gives you that barrier from your high school life of staying at home with your family and your high school life, and you're sleeping in your high school bed and all these different things. It's what gives you that barrier. It's what thrusts you inside of the community. Now, I know for some students, some schools that you start off with, housing is not an option at that moment. And so we will definitely one-on-one have conversations about how can you set those boundaries and make this look different from what your high school experience was while you are still living at home. And so go ahead, if you haven't, think about this, like starting this weekend, have conversations with your family members or your support system. I'm also open to having conversations too, to help you come to a decision. I don't want you to feel rushed because it is a big decision, but I do want you to feel some kind of pressure behind you because deadlines are approaching. And so again, that video, watch that video. I'm sure you've had these conversations already before. And so, yeah. My computer is so slow. So again, your student portal, pretty much everybody has logged in. And so again, always check your student portal and your student email. Have y'all logged into that email yet already?
No.
No, oh my God. Okay, it's okay. It's okay because we're still at the beginning of things. And so Georgia State is, for example, because a lot of our students go to Georgia State or one of the Georgia State campus. And so this is just a screenshot of one of the bars that pops up when you click on student from the Georgia State homepage. And then you see under technology, I don't see if y'all can see my cursor. But you can see email, pause, Go Solar, and iCollege. And those are the online platforms that Georgia State uses. And so you'll be able to find like the email link, the student account link from probably any homepage for your specific institution. But go ahead, I would say check the email. Honestly, check your student email more than you check the student portal, because whatever's on your student portal, 9 times out of 10 has been sent to your student email, and more gets sent to your student email than gets sent to your student portal. So for example, the Carlos Foundation wanted to give you a scholarship. They're not going to put that in your student portal. They're going to send you an email to your student email and be like, hey, we're giving you this scholarship. If you want to accept it, let us know, and you can accept it through your student, through the student portal. And so go ahead and log in to that email. Most times your login information from your student portal account and your email are the same. Most times, some institutions is different, but most times it's the same. So start clicking around. Like I said, click on everything. You can't mess anything up. It belongs to you. And if you do mess something up, guess what? IT is there to reverse it and fix it. Okay. So go through those things. And again, on your student portal, you find out your financial aid status, like literally your student account and your student, you should check your student email probably starting out now, maybe like twice a day. But once you get on campus and classes have started, you should be checking that account probably like 4 times, 5 times a day. I would even have the notifications to come directly to your phone. Now it's going to be some spammy stuff in there, but you just want to make sure that you are on top of all communication that's being sent to you. And so again, on that student portal, financial aid status, so you can find your financial aid award there. Like a breakdown of what they're charging you, what the cost is, a breakdown of all of your financial aid that you're getting from FAFSA, with your grants, your student loans, your Pell Grant, scholarships. You can see all of that, plus your bill. And that's something that we'll talk about a little bit later on down the line after you register for classes, but your bill will be in your student portal. You can submit documents there. So some of the documents that we're going to talk about today, you might be able to submit there depending on whatever school you're at. And you can find important deadlines like meet with your academic advisor by X date, register for classes by X date, do this by X date. And so y'all have been on there, so you probably see some of those things. And so we don't have to go into the other 2 little points because most of y'all said that y'all have logged in. And please stop me if y'all have any questions. Well, I'm gonna take a break right there. Any questions?
No.
Okay, cool. So next, verification of lawful presence. So if your school asks for this, now is around the time that they're asking for this. You just want to provide one of the documents that they require to show as soon as possible. So check which one, but usually you can send in a state ID, so a driver's license or an ID, your birth certificate, or a passport. And so if you're asked to show this, but you don't have these documents, just let us know, myself, Mr. A or Dr. Sheffield, so we can work with you to get that taken care of. But this is something that you would see in your student portal. It's just them trying to figure out, like, just get some ID on you that shows that you're lawfully here in the United States and can take classes or be a college student, because I'm pretty sure y'all see, like, on some college applications, depending on where you at, it says must be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. And for some federal money, some of those things are necessary as well. So if this is popping up, let me know, because this is around that time that this does come up. Then next is my favorite, but is immunization records. Oh my goodness. Y'all, you can do this now. You can do this now, regardless, even if it should be shown on your student account, but most times it comes up at new student orientation. And new student orientation happens starting in April, going all the way up until the first day of classes, or for most schools. Some schools might have fewer sessions. And so with it, they're asking for your shot record. So y'all had to submit your shot record for high school because vaccine the world. Yes. And like, yeah, now we have a new vaccine. But yes, you have to submit your immunization record showing that you're up to date on all shots or the shots that school requires. And you can look those up by either Googling the name of your college and immunization form or immunizations, or going to your school student health website, because most campuses, like, they have some type of student health center on campus where there are doctors and people who are in the medical field that facilitate this process. So you're not just sending your immunization form to an admissions counselor, because that don't make sense. So you can do that by Googling it, or again, start clicking around on your school's website, because every school has it. Unless and this is mostly for schools that are campuses that are residential. So if the campus is not necessarily residential, you probably still do have to turn in your immunizations form, but it just might not be as pertinent. You'll need to have your doctor complete the immunization form that you get, certifying that you're up to date on all necessary shots. And so I know it's probably been a while since you've seen your pediatrician or the person who did your shots, because like I said, these are shots that you needed while you were in high school. So this is something that it's good to start working on it now. Call up your family members, so your parents, your aunt, uncle, or your grandma, whoever takes care of you and probably has this information about you. Go ahead and start working with them to get your immunization records together, because I promise this is it's a big hassle. And when it comes to play in the summer, a lot of doctors taking vacations in the summer, but in the summer, colleges are going to work. Students are trying to get registered for classes, and you do not want this to be the holdup for you, because this will turn into a hold that'll be on your account, and it will not allow you to register for classes. And we don't want that to happen. Last summer, unfortunately, I started in July, and a lot of students were really trying to get their immunization records in. And some folks just didn't make the deadline to get their immunization records in before classes start. And I really don't want that to be the case this year for students. And so if you go ahead and start working on this stuff, regardless of if you decided where you wanted to go to school, you're in front of it, you're ahead of the ball. Ahead of it. Has anybody already submitted their immunization records? No? Good.
I believe they're already in there, but I'm finna check Ashley right now.
Yeah. That's something good to double check, James. And so for everybody else, just go ahead and get on it. You need the form first, the form from the school, because it's a form that they can fill out. Or some schools, depending on what your school is. And so you can look up your school student health department. And some schools might just allow the doctor to fax your immunization records directly to them. Like I said, they're doctors and medical professionals, so they know how to read that type of stuff. And so I've seen it both ways, but it's March now. So it's good to start working on it now versus later, I promise y'all. And that's what all of this stuff.
So it says it don't say a requirement under my checklist.
Mm-hmm.
When I did it, I don't remember seeing it on there. I seen it on there, but I don't see it being it's something I need to do. But I'm not sure.
What school is this for?
Columbus State University.
Columbus State. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you will need it. I don't know why it went on and went off unless you did submit it. Do you think you submitted it already?
I believe so, but I have to. I'm looking for the immunization like record, something like that,
So
on the student records.
what happens is, like, once you submit something, it goes off of your profile. So the hold goes away. And so how to verify would be to reach out to the student health department at Clayton State and see if they have it on file for you. And if you call them or email them, they should be able to give you that quick information. And that's with anything. Y'all don't be afraid to call and be like, hey, did you get this? Like, hey, like I submitted this. I just want a confirmation that it was received, especially if it doesn't send a confirmation saying that they got something. I would also too, James, check your email to see if they sent an email sending the confirmation saying that they got it. And if they didn't, I would just do a quick call. I promise they are used to this, and they're expecting students to want to be on top of this and know this, or just have all this information and things done. So yeah, we are almost done.
I found the document, by the way. Thank you. I found it. I have it. I'm gonna download it right now.
Good. Any other questions? Okay. So next is something too that I want y'all to just kind of start thinking about. So those were the two big items, or three big items that as far as like a student checklist, I didn't put on here. I should have put on here orientation, but your orientation dates for some schools, they might be open already. I know a couple schools they are, because somebody called and they were like, I signed up for orientation, and they were really excited. It's blanking my mind. But you'll be able to sign up for orientation in your student account and in your email. So check those so that you can get the best date that you want to have. Also with new student orientation, there might be a cost that comes along with orientation. It can be anywhere from free to like $10, $20 to, like, if it's on campus and it's overnight, potentially it could be up to $200. But if you have issues with paying the fee, let me know. And then we can figure out a game plan as to how to contact them and ask them for a fee waiver, like asking them the best way for a fee waiver to waive the fee. But those things, that should also be on your portal to sign up for orientation. And at orientation, they will also talk about these forms and your checklist, your student portal. They're going to literally go through everything. I used to work on the orientation side, and I love orientation. It's a beautiful production. But they're going to go through a lot. Something else that not a lot of students know to do at this time, but the applications are due at this time, are summer bridge opportunities. So summer, the summer is coming. Y'all are about to be graduates, and I know y'all probably just trying to either sleep, work, or have fun with your friends before y'all start school in August, which are all great things, and I want y'all to do all the things. But I also want you to consider summer programs. And so most institutions have these three types of programs: summer bridge programs, extended orientation programs, and pre-college programs. You probably heard of pre-college programs because those are also offered to all the way from like first year, probably like they're pre-college programs that invite elementary school students to come and see what college is about and spend a night on college campuses. So elementary all the way up to high school. And so you want to start researching. I didn't research any for Clayton State. I should have, but you want to start researching what are the summer opportunities that you can take advantage of. Most of these summer opportunities are free. If not, if they have a fee that's associated with it, most of them, if you're not able to pay the fee up front, of course, you can always ask for a fee waiver. The only thing they can tell you is no. And two, sometimes these fees can be attached to your overall student bill. So if you're getting a Pell Grant or you have a scholarship that you know that you're going to get a little refund check back, or you might have a little extra, wiggle room in there, you can ask for them to defer that payment to your bill so that that money can pay for it and you don't necessarily have to pay for it out of pocket. during the summertime. But yeah, most of them are free or have some kind of small charge. They're overnight. You get to meet new students. Some of them offer course credit, and some of them are also just completely for fun. And so I kind of did some perusing here this weekend for some schools. So GSU, I know for sure that they are hosting the Summer Academy this summer. And the applications are due April 30th. And so I didn't include the link on here, but when I send a follow-up email, I can include some links to some things, because I did get a lot of dead ends because of COVID. I feel like some institutions aren't doing things. Like Georgia Southern at the bottom, they normally have an Eagle Success Program, which is like a 12-week program, but it's not being offered this summer due to COVID. And so, yeah, but Emory, they have pre-orientation programs that are overnight. Their applications will open soon. UGA, I know for sure, has dog camp. It's fun. It's great. And those applications are open now, and they have different versions of dog camp where you can stay overnight on campus for like a week, or they have dog camp adventure or something like that, where you like go, it's not in the woods, but you go like to a cabin, and you're doing like adventure type activities, outdoor activities. Owl Expedition at Kennesaw State. I used to work at KSU, and this was the program that I oversaw, but it's also a 3-day, 2-night overnight experience in cabins. And basically what these programs are designed to do is to, number one, get you excited about going to college. Number two, get you connected, because once you're connected and you have friends, like there's data that shows that you're more likely to succeed and you're more likely to stay in college. And then number three, to get you like a head start. So you'll learn about the campus traditions. You'll learn who different people are in different places. You'll learn about the people who lead these different departments. And so there's a lot of value that comes with doing pre-oriented or pre-summer programs. But the reason why we're talking about it now, even though it happens in the summer, is because applications are due now. So if I know all of y'all schools are on this list, but like, let's look through it together. Like if you spend some time doing it on your own, like great, and you find something great. But if you're like, nah, Miss Jimmy, I need some help, like looking through, please let me know, because I do believe truly in the value of this. And most of them too allow you, if you're staying on campus, they allow you to move in early. Like what? Move in early to campus before the other people? Yes. So take some time to look through to see what your school offers. Like I said, COVID has impacted this, but there are still some things that are happening on campuses. Any questions about that? No? Okay.
No questions. Thank you.
And then, cool, wrapping things up. See, I told y'all it wouldn't be long. So from last time, y'all were supposed to explore those student accounts, find your school's list of dates and deadlines. And I can go through how to do that really quick. Y'all, my computer. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop share. And then do a search. Show y'all how to do a search. My computer has just been so slow, but it's okay, because we're all in this together. I've been watching Jenny and George on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook. I sound like an old person. On Netflix. And it's giving me all the vibes of like where y'all are now. Not saying y'all are doing what they're doing, but where, just high school and how fun high school is sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again. And I'm gonna do a quick search of how to find your school's dates and deadlines. And I want y'all to remember that I didn't go to school in Georgia or any of these schools. And so most times how I find information that y'all need, it's by me doing Google searches or like clicking around, trying to figure it out. So a fun fact, we'll do Georgia State, or let's do Clayton State since I didn't include Clayton State in the summer search. So Clayton State, a little bit later on in some of our college one-on-one sessions, we'll be talking about different terms and who's responsible for what on these different campuses. But I'm gonna give y'all a little tidbit. You probably already know this, but the office that's responsible for dates and deadlines is the registrar's office. So they also are responsible for class registration as well and enrollment. But they also, for most campuses, they house the important dates and deadlines because most of them are on an academic calendar. And so it's good for you all to kind of have a gist of what those deadlines are because you won't be grouped in the new student category for too much longer. But you want to get, you want to know what it is that you have to be doing. So let's see. Oh, I'm really like not knowing. Hold on. Let me do another one. Clayton State, important. Oh, look, the whatchamacallit, the immunizations popped up because I probably have already searched it 1,000 times. But Clayton State, important dates. And so there's the housing one, and then they have a full academic calendar. And I clicked it for spring 2021. But in this, you should be able to change it. But you see the registrar's office because that's who, again, like I said, holds the dates, but then you can see all the academic calendars. And so it's important for you to know those dates and deadlines in addition to what is in your student portal. So Clayton State doesn't have up their one for fall, but I'm sure like Georgia State probably has up their fall one. And so y'all will want to get a gist of what those dates and deadlines are because they'll talk about this in orientation, but it'll also tell you when you need to be registered for classes by, when the first day of classes is, when move-in is, all these different things that you need to know. And then go back to the presentation real quick and we're gonna wrap this thing up. Hope this is helpful. So, so last time, explore your student accounts, find your school's list of dates and deadlines. So if you haven't done that, do that already. And put them in a calendar of some sort. I don't know, I'm not of well, yes, I am. If I have access to a printer, I will print it and I'll post it up on my wall or something, but we saving ink out here, saving trees, saving the world. So put them in your calendar. It can be on your phone or your student email will come with a calendar as well that you can put on there. And then there was a scholarship opportunity that was on there as well. And so for next time, that was for last time. So for next time, if you haven't already, please complete your financial analysis with Mr. A or Dr. Sheffield. Like, please, please, please. Also get familiar with your FAFSA. So everybody completed the FAFSA, right?
Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
Okay, good. Music to my ears. But get familiar with your student aid report. So your SAR. Somebody was typing in the chat. Okay, good. Get familiar with your SAR because as you're having these conversations and you'll also use your SAR in your financial analysis with Mr. A and Dr. Sheffield, but get familiar with that. So you'll know like, all right, I'm a HOPE recipient. The HOPE scholarship, how much is y'all? I think it's $4,000 a year or semester, I think. But get to know those numbers. Your Pell Grant is about $6,100 like a year. And so you want to know what those numbers are so that you have this, control. Like you know what's going on. Nobody can tell you what it is that your stuff says. You know, like, oh no, I'm getting a refund check for $637 this semester. Like, no, you want to know those things. So get familiar with that stuff while you have time. And then we have a transition handbook. And so I wanted to kind of get a poll of the information that we go over in College 101 is also in the college handbook. I mean, the transition handbook. I did have the tab up, but my computer was going really, really slow. But would y'all like physical copies of that book, or would you like a virtual copy? So email you a PDF. Like, do y'all still keep up with physical stuff, or would you like it something that you can view in your email or on your phone?
I like PDF style. It's more, I can like, it won't be damaged, you know?
I like physical copies better.
You like physical? Okay. Anybody else for a physical? Because if you prefer a physical, I can get some printed, and I can also send out virtual copies. Anybody else have
I'd rather have a virtual copy.
virtual? Okay. So I think, Jayla, I'm with you. I like physical stuff too, but then also, James, I be losing stuff as well. So what I'll do is we'll get some printed, and then we'll also send out a virtual version of it. And I might be able to send the virtual version out to y'all either the end of this week or early next week. And then, but for the physical copies, we will send those to print at the beginning of next week. And so we should have them by the end of the month. And so we can talk about, you know, if we want to mail them or whatever. But I'd be happy to, you know, mail or drop off. Doesn't matter. But we can do both. But we have a handbook. I had the tab up, but it pretty much goes through all of the information that we are going through right now. I can pull it up really quick. And Mr. A and Jody, a former College AIM team member, started this initiative and worked so hard on it. And it looks good. And it has all the information, but this is basically the blueprint that I'm using right now to facilitate College 101. And so in the handbook, you'll also see months right next to each heading or each topic. And so with those months, it's telling you what needs to get done and when, which I think is very valuable. So it'll have the two things in there we just talked about, plus a few more things. But we only focus on those things because I don't want to overwhelm y'all. Y'all got a lot going on. But it's college. You're a college student now. Look at my computer. It's telling me to take a break. But here it is. It should be coming up pretty soon. But I just wanted to give y'all like a sneak peek of what it looks like. Let's see. I don't know. My computer is just, we work hard, I guess. Oh no, that's not what I needed. Let's see. Anyways, I'm gonna still send it to you all virtually. I think this is it. As soon as we get, there are a few final touches that we need to put on it. And then I'm gonna send it in an email. And then we'll do a physical copy as well. So this is basically my computer. This is embarrassing. I'm just gonna send it, y'all. I tried. I need to do some cleaning up on my computer end, but yes, so that handbook. And then the last thing that was on the checklist or for next time is to go ahead and follow your schools on social media. I don't know if you already have, but go ahead and do that. because they also are posting reminders. They're sharing about different opportunities. So some of those summer opportunities, those different departments might have the main pages, main college or university page posting about those. They're posting about scholarship opportunities. They're posting about reminders. They're posting about a lot of stuff. And so, I mean, I'm always on Instagram, and I'm trying to make sure I follow all of y'all schools pages. But if y'all haven't, go ahead and do that. Follow the orientation page. Follow everybody. I mean, I know you probably don't want them to follow you back, so don't let them follow you back. But make sure you following them so that you can have all of that valuable information that they're sending out. And that was the last reminder. And so again, keep going through your student portals and getting those checklist items done. And if there's something on there that you're like, what is this? Or you just need help completing, or you want a second set of eyes, I'm happy to help you do those things. And also be on the lookout for being able to sign up for orientation here pretty soon. And that is everything that I have to share for today. Any questions, comments, or anything to share for the greater good?
No, I don't have any questions.
Cool. Thanks, Jayla.
No
Any-
questions.
No question? Got it. All right, y'all. Anything? Okay. Well, y'all all got my number. You all have my number. So if there was something like from today, or there's something that's happening on your end that you want to talk through or talk about, please let me know. I block off my Wednesdays, the morning and afternoons for y'all specifically, since I know y'all are out of school. And so just let me know, and I'll get with you on that. So yeah, but yeah, I was excited to see y'all today, and I hope that y'all enjoyed.